We both decided to get married. Zach married Sarah, and I married Natalie. We even had our weddings together. It was one of those days when I simply couldn't stop smiling. The days and years passed, and we grew older. Zach and I both had children. He had one son, Sam, who was very shy. As for me, I had two children, a boy and a girl. I named my son after the miracle that happened in my life. I named him Zach. My daughter I named Lana. Our children grew up together, meeting every week either at my house or Zach's. Youth seemed to slip away from us so quickly, we barely noticed it until we found ourselves at 39. By then, our days felt fewer, but always full of joy. Nothing could separate us. By the time our children were around 15, one day Zach and I were walking together. We passed by the basketball court where we used to play as kids. So we decided to play again, me and Zach's son against Zach and my son. It was such a fun game. Zach and my son were ahead by 1 point, but then his son scored, tying the match. We all walked away happy with the result. The bond between Sam and my son Zach grew to mirror the bond Zach and I always had. They were inseparable, always going out together. It felt as though time was repeating itself. I can't recall every single detail of my life, but I do remember that it was a happy one. Nostalgia didn't really sink in until we reached our 60s, when we would go on walks and talk about our lives, our achievements, our memories, and the beautiful days we shared. I never expected the end to feel so near. By the time we reached our 70s, even walking became difficult. At 73, Sam, the boy who once had been full of life and energy, had grown old as I had. Time had changed us both, but nothing felt as empty. Nothing left me with such a void as when I reached 78. Like and comment for part 8.